All right, so for this video, we're going to talk about Mini Activity 2.0, which is your group project contract. You can find that in Module 2, Week 4, right there. That is the Mini Activity 2.0 group contract. So when you open that up, it's going to look like this. So this particular assignment, you do need to fill out as a group, and then each one of you need to submit the exact same copy on your own. And the reason for that is because basically by submitting it on your own, you're saying, yes, you agree to it. So that's kind of your signature to the contract. So starting off, you've got your group number, whatever your group number is, and your group members. So when we get to group members, it's filling out this table. So you're going to put the person's first and last name, their phone number, bold it if it is a preferred method, email, bold if it's a preferred method. You can also circle instead of bolding, I don't care which. And then what is the best time to reach them? So what day of the week and what time of the day is the best day to reach them? All right. And if you put any, then you are expected to answer whatever email or phone, whichever is your preferred method, you are expected to answer anytime. All right. If you are not going to answer at 4 in the morning, then you need to not have any time on there. You need to be more specific. All right. So meeting group expectations. Successful team projects require advanced planning, consistent communication, and shared responsibility. I cannot stress that enough. So to ensure that your group produces high quality work, every member must commit to meeting deadlines and contributing equally. All right. I read that word for word because it is a very important portion. When you are working in a group, if the assignment is due on Sunday at 11:59 p.m., you cannot finish your portion on Sunday at 11:59 p.m. and expect that to be okay. You have to make sure that everyone in your group has an opportunity to review your work. They have the opportunity to proofread your work. They have the opportunity to recommend suggested changes to your work, and you have time to actually make any changes that are needed. If you are not providing your work or your completed work within a reasonable time frame for that to happen, then you are not successfully being a team member. Okay. Grades will reflect that. So what does that mean? That means you have to plan ahead. Yeah, all right. When you have group meetings scheduled, you have to have that on your schedule, and you can't just say, "Oh, sorry, something came up." You need to prioritize your group work. All right. I highly recommend that you plan your group meetings at least twice a week. One in the very beginning of the week that says, okay, guys, this is how we're going to split things up. This is what everybody's going to do. And then one on like Thursday, Friday time frame, maybe Saturday, depending on how your group works, in the morning. And that's when everybody's work needs to be done and compiled so that by Sunday, everything can actually be submitted as one cohesive, polished document. Okay. So you need to make sure that you're setting regular meeting times so that it's not questioned. You know, like if you're saying, well, we'll meet sometime on Tuesdays. Well, sometimes on Tuesdays means that I have to have my entire day open to whatever time everybody else is available. And that's not a reasonable request, right? Instead, you want to say 6 p.m. on Tuesdays, we are going to meet on Zoom, and we will meet for 30 minutes to an hour, right? Whatever it is. Then each person in your group can put that in their schedule and reasonably expect that that's the time that they're going to spend and commit to you. You are asking them for that time, they are giving that time freely, and so you don't end up with people being left out or people feeling like not enough work's getting done. All right, so set clear expectations, set regular times for your meetings, be specific. All right. So in here you have I'm not reading through everything because guys, you're adults. You can read through it, okay? If you do have questions, by all means, feel free to let me know. Um, so in here you do have a worksheet that you need to fill out. So each week it talks about what actually has to be completed and gives you an opportunity to put the date and time for the group meeting and then the method that you're going to meet. All right. So what day and time are you actually meeting? And you can put multiple days in here, right? So you can hit enter and it's just going to expand that window and that's totally fine. I've got this on here as a Word document for you guys specifically so that you can open up and have larger sections in here as needed. So go ahead and put in whatever days and times your group is going to meet for the activity that is due on February 8th. So what does that mean? That means I should not see a meeting date and time here for February 8th because you need to make sure that you're getting it done ahead of time. All right. If there's a February 8th date, there needs to also be an earlier date where you're actually dividing out the work. So what method are you going to use? Zoom to communicate? Are you going to Google? Are you going to meet in person? Are you going to use FaceTime? What method are you expecting everyone to actually use to meet? And that goes here. So with all of that filled out for each one of those assignments, you can now plan your entire project in your calendar, and you can work your work schedule around it, your class schedule around it, your friend schedule around it, so that you know when you're supposed to be doing what. Okay. All right. Any additional notes that you need to put to help clarify anything can be placed right in here. Again, this is a Word document, so you can make this as big as you need it. By signing this document, you are stating that you agree and understand what your expectations are as a team member to the group as a whole. Okay. Um, if you fail to meet these expectations, you will receive a 0 on your portion of the assignment. And then you will sign the document there. Again, by submitting this via Brightspace, that is your signature. So don't overly worry about those signatures if you guys can't figure out how to use the draw function. You can use that draw function though if you have your Word open, and it literally is you just click on it and then you can use your mouse to draw that signature. Okay. All right. And then once you submit it, then I will sign it for approval. Okay. All right. Do you guys have any questions on that? If you do, feel free to reach out to me anytime, and I am more than happy to help answer questions. And then again, these have to be submitted individually. So every single person in your group needs to have a copy of this document and needs to submit it on their own through Brightspace. All right. I hope that clarifies things for you. And if you have any additional questions, let me know. Thanks, guys. Bye.